Hello students, welcome to this lecture on mixture. Here we are going to learn a particular trick by which the problems on mixtures can be solved within a very short period of time. These problems of mixtures are very common in competitive examinations. So if you can learn this particular trick, definitely you can save a lot of time. Now let us start understanding through one example. A man mix a type 1 tea at rupees A per kg with another type 2 tea at rupees B per kg. If the average cost of the tea mixture is rupees M per kg, then find the quantity ratio in which the two types of tea were mixed. So to solve this kind of problem, what we will do first, so let us write what is the cost per unit of type 1 kind, what is the cost per unit of type 2, and write the mean here. So you just write in this way that here it is A, here it is B, and here it is M. Then the quantity ratio in which type 1 and type 2 were mixed will be simply find the difference along the diagonal. That means M minus B is equal to this and A minus M is equal to this. So the quantity of type 1 is to quantity of type 2 will be M minus B is to A minus M. So here what we have considered A is greater than B and M is say somewhere in between A and B, and that's why we have taken only the positive value. That means the greater one minus the smaller one. So A minus M, that is taken here, and M minus B, that is taken here. Okay, so now let us see how can we use this particular rule to solve different kinds of problem. So let us first take this problem. Here a man mix 80 kg of a kind sugar at rupees 7 per kg with another kind of sugar at 12 per kg. If the average cost of sugar mix is rupees 10 per kg, then find the amount of second kind of sugar mixed in kg. Okay, so there are two kinds of sugar, kind 1 and kind 2. Now kind 1, it is price is 7 per kg, here it is 12 per kg. What is the mean? Mean is 10 per kg. So what we'll do, we'll find along the diagonal what is the difference. 12 and 10, the difference is 2. 7 and 10, the difference is 3. Okay, so the ratio in which a 1 and 2 were mixed is 2:3. And now what you know, that a man mix 80 kg of the first kind. So 2 corresponding to what? 2 corresponding to 80. If 2 corresponding to 80, that means 1 corresponding to 40. So 3 corresponding to what? 3 corresponding to 120. So answer, the second kind that is mixed is 120. Okay, now coming to the next problem. The average marks of boys and girls are 25 and 40 respectively. The overall average of the class is 30. Find the ratio of boys and girls. So here the two types are boys and girls. Okay, so what is the average marks of the boys? That is 25. What is the average marks of the girls? That is 40 marks. What is the mean of all the students? That is 30. So what you do? Find the difference. What is that? 10. What is this difference? 5. So what is the ratio of boys to girl? 2:1. So this is what is the answer. Now coming to the next problem. 3 solutions of milk and water with the ratios of milk is to water 3:2, 5:3, 1:3, and they are mixed in the ratio 5:3:2 respectively. Find the milk and water in the final ratio. So this is a very general problem. So here basically 3 solutions are there, 1, 2 and 3. 3 solutions are there, and their milk is to water ratios are given. For the first solution it is 3:2, 3:2. Second solution it is 5:3, and in the third solution it is 1:3, right? And these solutions are taken in the ratio 5:3:2, and you have to find out in the final mixture what is the ratio of milk and water. So you just think that what is the amount of milk in the final mixture. So what is the fraction of milk present in solution 1? That is 3/5. So how much we have taken? Let us consider we have taken 5 unit of first solution. Then what is the milk in the second solution? The fraction is 5/8. So how much we have taken? Multiply by, say, 3 unit, because this is 3, and finally it is 1/4 into 2. Okay, so this is what is the amount of milk. And what is the amount of water? So amount of water in the first solution will be 2/5 into 5 plus 3/5 into 3 plus 3/4 into 2, right? So now if you just simply, this 5 will cancel and this will be half, this will cancel and this will 2. So the LCM will be 8, and in the numerator it will be 3 into 8, that is 24, plus 5 into 3 is 15, plus 4. Okay, and that is to, here it is LCM, sorry, this will not be 3/5, this will be 3/8. Okay, you just check what the second solution. 3/8 is water multiplied by 3. So here it is 8 is LCM, so it is 16 plus 9 plus 4 into 3, that is 12, divided by 8. So 8 will cancel from both sides. So 24 plus 15 is 39, plus 4, that is 43, right? And 16 plus 9, 25, plus 12 is 37. So answer is 43:37. Now coming to the next problem. The milk and water in the two vessels A and B are in the ratio 4:3 and 2:3 respectively. In what ratio the liquids be mixed to obtain a new mixture in the vessel C containing half milk and half water? So what we do here, there are two types. One is A, another one is B. Now you can solve this problem either considering milk or considering water. So let us considering, we are solving the problem with milk. So if you consider milk, so in vessel A, what is the amount of milk? That is 4/7. What is the amount of milk in the B vessel? That is 2/5. Okay, what is the final mixture contain milk? Since it is half milk, half water, so half milk. So we are solving it in terms of milk. The same problem also you can solve with water. So just take the difference. What is the difference? 2 into 2 is 4, 5 minus 4 is 1. So 1/10. So what is the difference? 4 into 2 is 8, 8 minus 7 is 1, divided by 14. So the ratio of A is to B is 1/10 is to 1/14. That means 14 is to 10. 14 is to 10 is what? 14 is to 10 is 7 is to 5. So answer is 7 is to 5. Okay. Now coming to the next problem. The average salary of clerks and officers are rupees 16,000 and 28,000. So here the two categories are clerk and officer. So what is the average salary of the clerk? 16,000, say 16k, and for the officer it is 28k. Okay, and what is the mean salary of all the staff? That is 20k. Okay, So what we do, we just find the difference. So 28 minus 20, that is 8. 16 minus 20, that is 4. Okay, so what is the ratio? That is 2:1. So number of clerks and number of officers are in the ratio 2:1. Now what you know, there are 45 officers. The question is how many clerks are there. So officers, this 1 corresponding to officers. If 1 is 45, if this 1 is 45, the question is how many clerks are there. Clerks corresponding to 2. So if officer is 45, 2 corresponding to 90. So answer is 90. Okay, so 90 clerks are there. Now coming to this problem. A grocer buys 2 kinds of sugar at rupees 8 per kg and 2 per kg. So this is sugar 1, this is sugar 2. One is rupees 8 per kg, another one is rupees 2 per kg. Now in what proportion should they be mixed so that the selling the mixture at rupees 6 he gains 50%. Remember, this 6 is not the cost price, so what you have to find out, you have to find out the average cost price. Okay, so this one is the selling price which is given. So what is the relationship between cost price and sell price? You know, sell price is equal to cost price into what is the profit? 50. So 150 divided by 100. So if you 253, so 150. So cost price will be equal to what? Sell price into 2 by 3. Okay, now what is sell price given? That is 6. So this SP is basically 6. So if you do this, so cost price is coming 4. So if cost price is 4, you just write 4, take the difference 2, take the difference 4. So what is the ratio? 1:2. Okay, so this is what is the answer. Now see this problem. A tank has a mixture of milk and water in the ratio of 3:1. What portion of the mixture should be withdrawn and replaced with water so that the resulting mixture has equal proportion of milk and water? Again, the problem can either be solved by milk or by water. So let us consider we are solving it by milk. So here there are 2 kinds. One kind is the mixture that contains initially 3:1, and what is the second kind? That is the pure water. Okay, that is basically replaced. So some portion is replaced. So 3:1. So what is the amount of milk here? That is the 3/4. And the second kind, it is the pure water. So amount of milk is what? That is 0. What is the mean? Mean we know, equal proportion of milk and water. So final mixture contain half milk. So take the difference. What is that? Half. Take the difference. What is that? That is 1/4. Okay, so what is the ratio? So first kind is to second kind, ratio is 2:1. So if you know the ratio is 2:1, now you see the problem is you have to find out what fraction was taken and replaced by water. So this part basically corresponding to the amount that is replaced by pure water. So that is what is the total amount. That amount is 1/3. So 1/3 of the total. Okay, so this is what is the answer. Now coming to the next problem. A jar containing a mixture of 2 liquids A and B in the ratio 2:1. Okay, when 15 liter of the mixture taken out and 9 liter of the liquid B is poured into the jar, the ratio becomes 3:4. So how many of liquid A was contained in the jar initially? Okay, so what we do, let us consider initially liquid A is to liquid B was 2:1, right? So A and B, the liquid was in the ratio 2:1. Initially 15 liter of the mixture was taken out. So how much A was taken out? Since A and B are in the ratio 2:1, so in 15 liters, how much A was there? That is 2/3 of 15. Okay, so that was, so 10 liter of A that is taken out. Why we are interested in the A? Because that is what is to be found out. Okay, so that was taken out. Now what is remaining, that mixture after taking 15 liter, that mixture also contain A and B in the ratio 2:1. Now let us consider, after taking out 15 liter, the A present is 2x and B present is x. Okay, now 9 liter of B is poured. So what is the new amount of B now? This. What is the amount of A now? That is say 2x. Okay, now this ratio is given 3:4. That's all. So what we do, 2x divided by 3 is equal to x plus 9 divided by 4, or 8x is equal to 3x plus 9, 27. Okay, so you can find out 5x equal to 27, or x is equal to 27 by 5, or 2x is equal to 54 divided by 5. So this is what is the 2x, that is A present after 15 liter was taken out. So initially how much A was there? So 10 liter more. So 54 by 5, that is after taking that, so plus 10 liter, because that 10 liter was there initially. So this total is what? 54 plus 50, that is 104 by 5. So answer is 104 by 5. And what is 104 by 5? That is 20.8 liters. So this is the answer. Now consider a mixture of 30 liter containing wine and water in the ratio 7:3. Okay, how much water has to be added to it so that the ratio of wine and water may be reversed? Okay, so again this problem we can either solve by wine or by water. Let us consider we are solving it by wine. Okay, so there are two kinds again, type 1 and type 2. What is type 1? Type 1 containing 7:3 ratio. So how much wine was there? 7 by 10. And the type 2, that is the pure water. So how much wine was there? 0. The final ratio is just the reverse. So what is the final ratio? That is 3:7. That means what is the amount of wine? 3 by 10. Take the difference, 3 by 10, and this difference, that is 4 by 10. So what is the ratio? 3:4. Okay, now it has been given that 30 is containing the initial mixture. So these 3 corresponding to 30. If 3 corresponding to 30, then what is 4 corresponds to? 4 corresponding to 40. So answer is 40 liter. Okay. Now you see this specific kind of problems where repeated dilution occurs. That means suppose some quantity was there, then a portion of that has been taken out and replaced by some other quantity. Okay, and this same process can be repeated. So in that case we can use this particular formula. Okay, the quantity left is equal to the initial quantity into 1 minus this n is how much is taken out actually in one turn. So that n divided by the total quantity, and this t is how many times the process has been repeated. So using this formula many times it will help to solve some of the problems. Let us see some examples. So 4 gallons are drawn from a cask full of wine and it is then filled with water. Okay, so initially it is full of wine, then a portion is taken out and it is replaced by the same amount of water. So it is then filled with water. So 4 gallons were taken out and it is replaced by pure water, 4 gallons of water. Now 4 gallons of the mixture are again drawn and the cask is refilled with the water by the same amount. So this is the process which is taking place twice in this case. Okay, so the quantity of wine now left to the of the water is 36 is to 13. So final solution contain wine is to water is 36 is to 13. Okay, so how much is remaining? If we want to apply the formula, the quantity left, okay, is equal to the initial, or divided by the initial quantity or the total quantity. This is equal to 1 minus n, that means in one turn how much has been taken out, divided by the total capacity, whole to the power number of times this process has been repeated. Okay, so now in this particular problem, what is the quantity left by the total quantity? So that is 36. Let us solve it by wine. So 36 divided by 36 plus 13. So 36 plus 13 is what? That is 49. So this is what is the fraction of wine that is left, and that is equal to 1 minus, say, 4 gallon of water in one time it has been taken. And let us consider the total quantity or this is what is basically the cask can hold maximum, that is, say, x or tq, the total quantity. Okay, and you are repeating the process twice, so this t is 2. So this is what is the construction of the problem. So for the first time I am showing in detail, but from next time we will use it. So this is equal to what? If you take the square root, 6 by 7, and that is equal to 1 minus 4 by the total quantity. So you can see 4 by total quantity is equal to 1 by 7. So the total quantity is 4 into 7, which is 28. Okay. Now coming to this problem, the how many eats of pure water must be mixed with 120 liter of pure spirit in order to gain 20% by selling the mixture at the cost price of the spirit. Okay, so how many of its pure water must be mixed? Okay, so what is done? Some spirit is there, now some water is mixed with it, and now that mixture was actually it was sold, and 20% was the gain if it was sold at the cost price of the spirit. So we can solve this problem either by spirit or by water. Let us see how we can do it. So let us consider here the type 1 is pure spirit, and what is the type 2? That is what is the water. So the pure spirit is what? 1. Let us consider the price of the pure spirit is 1 and price of the water, that is 0. Okay, now we have to find out what is the cost price of the mixture. Okay, what is the cost price of the mixture? To find the cost price of the mixture, it is known that 20% gain has occurred. So cost price is equal to what? You know, cost price is equal to sell price into 100 by 120, right? Okay, so this is equal to 5, 6, right? Now sell price is 1, that is of spirit, then cost price is 5 by 6. So this is what is the cost price of the mixture. So now take the difference. Here it is 5 by 2 and here it is 3 by 2. So what is the ratio? So ratio is, sorry, this is not 5 by 2, this is 5 by 6. I'm sorry, 5 by 6. So 5 by 6 minus 0, this is 5 by 6, and this is 1 by 6. Sorry. So what is the ratio? That is 5 is to 1. Okay, so this is what is the ratio. This as these two are mixed. Now it is known that 120 liter of pure spirit was there, so this 5 corresponding to 120, right? If this was 120, now tell me what is this 1? That is what is the water. So if 5 is 120, then 1 is 24. So answer is 24 liter of water actually mixed. Okay, so the same problem you can do in a different way, but you have to remember this kind. Okay, so this is basically 15-second problem. So how can you do that? That means here remember that if spirit or wine, whatever is there, if the pure is there, then you are mixing some water and you are diluting, but you are selling it at the rate of the cost price of that spirit or the wine, whatever that may be given. In that case, always they will be mixed in the ratio that gain percentage. Okay, so just try to remember this specific type. So your answer will be that water divided by wine, spirit in this case, water divided by spirit, they must be mixed in the ratio equal to exactly the gain percentage, that is 20%. That's all. Only thing this you have to remember. 20% is what? You know, 1 by 5. So now you know that 120 liter of spirit, so 5 corresponding to 120, then how much water was mixed? So 1 corresponding to 24. So your answer is this. Finished. So just try to remember this specific type, then you need not to do all this thing. Okay, there are total 65 students in a class, and rupees 39 is to be distributed among them, so that each boy gets 80 paisa and each girl gets 30 paisa. Find the number of boys and girls in the class. So there are two category, boys, girls. Each boys got 80 paisa, each girls got 30 paisa. And what is the average paisa got by each student? So total is 39 rupees. Okay, and there are 65 students, so how many paisa each will get? So 39 into 100 paisa divided by 65, find out that one. So it is 60 paisa. Okay, so that is what is the class average. So this is what is 30, this is 20. So what is the ratio? The ratio is 3:2. So find the number of boys and girls. What is known? The known thing is that total number of students is 65. So 3 plus 2 what? 5. So 5 corresponding to 65. If 5 corresponding to 65, so what is 3 corresponds to? So 65 by 5 is 15, 15 into 3. So that is 45. And what is 2 corresponds to? 2 into 15. That is 30. Sorry, 13. So 13 into 3, that is 39. And 13 into 2, which is 26. Where from we are getting 13? 65 by 5 is 13. Per unit it is 13. Okay, so 39 boys and this many girls. Okay, so this is what is the answer. Now a person lends rupees 3600 into 2 parts for 5 years. Okay, so one part at the rate of 4% per annum and another part is at 6% per annum. He received rupees 960 as the interest. How much money he lends? 6% interest. So there are two kinds of plan he gone for. One is giving 4% interest, another one is giving 6% interest. So total amount 3600 he has divided into 2 parts. So what is the overall interest he got? To get that, we can use this formula, that interest is equal to, we know, principal into time into rate of interest divided by 100. So interest he got is 960, principal was 3600, right? And the time, you know, 5 years. This is what is the overall interest you want to know. So if you just do this calculation, if you cancel by um, cancel by 6, so it will be 6, it will be 160. If you cancel 110, okay, by 2, this will be 8, this will be 5. Okay, so R will be equal to what? R will be equal to 8 by R will be equal to 8 divided by 5. Okay, am I making any mistake? 160, so here it is 8. So do it once again, so it is 36 into 5 into R, that is 960, right? So 960, so with 6 160. Okay, so now you just do it by 2, it will be 3, this will be 80. Okay, so now with 5, so it will be 16 by 3, so it is coming 16 by 3. Okay, we have made some mistake here, so it is coming 16 by 3. So what is the difference? 3, 6, 18, so 2 by 3, and here it is 4 by 3. So the ratio is 1:2. So in 1:2 he has divided it, so the total amount is what? 3600. So 2 plus 1, that is 3, so 3 corresponding to 3600. So at 6% interest you have to find out, that means you have to find out what is this 2. If 3 corresponding to 3600, so 2 corresponding to 1 corresponding to 1200, 2 corresponding to 2400. So this is what is the answer. Okay, now a person purchased 5 horses and 10 cows for rupees 10,000, and he sold the horses at 15% profit and the cows at 10% loss. Find the cost of each horses if he earned a profit of rupees 375. Okay, the two categories are horse and cow. Okay, so for horse it is 15% profit, for cow it is 10% loss, so minus 10. Okay, what is the overall profit? It is known 375. So 375 is the overall profit. What is the total amount? That is 10,000, and so the percentage is into 100. So this is what is the percentage. So you just cancel this 100, and with 25, this is 25, then 125, then 125, 25, 12, 125, 125. Okay, so 15, and here it is 4. Okay, so it is coming 15 by 4. Okay, so 15 by 4, it is coming 15 by 4, if I have not made any mistake. By 25 it is 125, 5. Okay, then what is the difference? The difference is 4 into 15, that is 60. 60 minus 15, that is 45. So 45 by 4. And what is this difference? This difference 15 plus 4. So 4 into 10, 40. 40 plus 15, that is 55. Okay, so 55 divided by 4. So what is the ratio? The ratio is 11 is to 9. So this is what is the ratio. So a total amount, you know, that which is 10,000. So what is the cost corresponding? So 20, that 11 plus 9 is 20. So this 20 corresponding to 10,000, right? So what 11 corresponds to? So 11 corresponding to 11 into 5,000. So 5,000 is per unit, it is coming. So 11 into 5,000. So sorry, 11 into 500. So it is 5500. Okay. So 5,500 is corresponding to horse. So how many horses were there? There were 5 horses. So for each horse, what was the price? Divided by 5. Okay, so that is equal to what? 1100. So answer will be 1100. So this answer is not correct. So answer will be 1100. Okay. Now coming to the next problem. Okay, here are some of the practice problems. You pause the screen, try to solve this problem and see that the problem should be done within 1 minute. Okay. Now come to this problem. So Indian Paints mixes cyan and magenta in the ratio of 5:4. However, after mixing, the company finds that the resultant shade has less of magenta and removes 18 liters of the mixture and adds equivalent quantity of magenta. Okay, the shade thus obtained has cyan and magenta in the inverse ratio. Okay, how many liters paint can mixing tank hold? Okay, so again here there are two kinds, and let us try to solve with magenta. With magenta, suppose we are trying to solve it. So the first kind is the mixture and the second kind is the pure magenta, right? So how much magenta was there in the first kind? It is 4 by 9. It is 4 by 9 because it was in the 5:4 ratio, and some portion was taken out. Okay. Sorry, however, after mixing, the company finds the resultant shade has less magenta, so 18 liters of the mixture and adds equivalent. Okay, so magenta added was what? That is, let us consider the second kind, which is the pure magenta, is basically the 1. Okay, and in the final ratio contain what? Final ratio contain just the reverse ratio of the magenta and the cyan, right? So 4 by 5, so it will be 5 by 9. So in what ratio these two are mixed? So then that is 9 minus 5, so 4 by 9, and here it is 1 by 9. So the ratio was 4:1. This is what is the ratio. Now what you know, that this 1 corresponds to, it is given that 18 liter of the mixture was taken out, adds equivalent amount of magenta. Okay, so this 1 is corresponding to 18 liter. Okay, so this 1 corresponding to 18 liter. But what is the question? Question is the total capacity the tank can hold. So the total capacity the tank can hold is 4 plus 1, which is 5. Okay, so 5 corresponds to what? If 1 corresponding to 18, so 5 corresponding to 5 into 18, which is 90. So the total capacity is 90. That's all. Now good. The next problem. Two liquids are mixed in the ratio 3:2 and the vendor gains 10% by selling the mixture at rupees 11 per liter. If the first liquid cost rupees 2 liter more than the second, find the cost price of each of the liquids. Okay, two liquids are mixed in the ratio 3:2, and the vendor gains 10% by selling the mixture at rupees 11 per liter. Okay, so there are two kinds of mixture, two liquids. So let us consider this is liquid 1 and this is liquid 2. And liquid 1, what is the cost? We don't know, but we know that the first liquid costs 2 liter, 2 rupees 2 per liter more than the second. Let us consider the second is rupees x and the first one is x plus 2. Okay, and we know the average is what? Vendor gains 10% by selling it at rupees 11. So this is the selling price. So what is the cost price? So cost price is equal to sell price into 10%, so 100 by 110. Okay, and sell price is what? That is 11. So cost price is what? Cost price is 10. So this is 10. Okay, so now you just take the difference. So x plus 2 minus 10 is x minus 8 and 10 minus x. So they were mixed in this ratio, and we know this ratio is nothing but 3:2. Okay, so this by 3 is equal to this by 2. So 20 minus 2x is equal to 3x minus 24, or 5x is equal to 44. So 5x is equal to 44, x is equal to 8.8. So if you know what is x, then you can easily find out what is first kind, that is x plus 2, that is 10.8. So answer is 10.8 and 8.8. Okay, now see this problem. A barrel contains 500 liter of wine. 50 liter of wine is removed and replaced with water. Then again 50 liter of the mixture is removed and replaced with water. Then how much wine does the final mixture contain? Okay, so here basically the quantity left, that we do not know. Okay, divided by the total quantity or the original quantity. Okay, that we have to find out. So total quantity we know actually, this is 500. Okay, so this is equal to what we know, 1 minus how much is taken in one turn, that is 50, divided by the total quantity, that is 500, and the process has been done twice. Okay, so if you do that, this quantity left can be easily found out. So what you are getting from here, it is basically 45 by 50. So 45 by 50 whole square. Okay, so 45 by 50 is basically 9 by 10 whole square. Okay, 9 by 10 whole square means what? 81 by 100. So in the right hand side it is 81 by 100, and the total quantity we know is 500. So if you multiply it by 500, you will get what is the quantity left. So what you are getting? 405. So this is what is the answer, the quantity left. Now let us see this problem where 9 liters are drawn from a cask full of water, and it is then filled with milk, and 9 liters of the mixture are drawn the cask again and filled with milk, and the quantity water now left in the cask is to that of the milk is given. How much does the cask hold? The similar problem. So the quantity left divided by the total quantity, that is 49 plus 15. 49 plus 15 is what? 64, and that is equal to what? 1 minus in each time it is 9 liter which was taken out. And what is the total capacity of the cask, that we do not know. Let us consider that is x that we have to find out, and the process has been repeated twice, so 2. Now just make the square root. This is 7, this is 8, and this is 1 minus 9 by x. So it is simple, 1 will go there, so 1 by 8, so x will be 9 into 8, so 72. Okay. Now a milkman adds water to milk at rupees 18 per liter and sells the mixture at the cost of milk, and he gains 12.5% on the sale. How much milk does 270 liter of the mixture contain? If you remember, we have solved this kind of problem, that water is added to the milk, and then that mixture was sold at the same was sold at the same price as that of the milk. Okay, for this kind of problem, in which ratio they are mixed? Remember, they are mixed in the ratio water divided by milk is simply this 12.5%. That's all. And 12.5% is what? That is 1 by 8. Okay, now it is given that how much milk does 270 liter of the mixture contains. Okay, 270 liter of the mixture means mixture contains what? 1 plus 8. So 1 plus 8 is 9. So 9 corresponding to 270. So 1 corresponding to 30. So how much milk was there? Milk was 8. So 8 corresponding to what? 30 into 8. So that is 240. Okay. Now coming to this problem, in what proportion may 3 kinds of rice at rupees 84, rupees 82 and rupees 77 per kg be mixed to produce mixed rice worth rupees 80 per kg? See, for this kind of problem, what we can do, we just balance it. So here there are 3 kinds of rice, 1, 2 and 3. So what is the average? Average is 80. So how much more than the average for this one? That is plus 4. For this one it is plus 2, and for this one it is minus 3. Okay. Now you have to mix in such a way that it will be balanced. Okay, so we can balance it in a different way. That is why it is not a unique answer. There may be multiple different answer, but you just think, let us consider we have taken this one, that means the 4 will come, plus 4. We take it, say this is also 1, so 2 will come, and we take this third kind, say 2. If the third kind is 2, then minus 6 will come. So here you can see 4 plus 2 6, and minus 6 will cancel. So one of the possibilities might be 1 is to 1 is to 2. You can see there may be other possibilities also by which we can also solve it. Okay, so this is one of the answers. So to solve this kind of answers, maybe your options will help you. Now in a mixture of 98.7 liters, the ratio of milk to water is 6:1. Now if 7 liters of the water is added to the mixture, then the ratio of milk to water changes to a new ratio. If we want the ratio of milk to water to change back to the original value, then how much milk needs to be added now? So apparently question, if you go by the question, then you may be diverted. Basically the question can be solved within 15 seconds, 30 seconds. Okay, so idea is that initially the ratio was 6:1, right? Milk and water. Then 7 liters of water was added. But what is our final goal? Final goal was to keep the same ratio. Okay, so if 7 liter of water is added, say this is milk and this is water, if 7 liter of water is added, then how much milk is to be added so that the ratio will remain same? So what is added, if that is in the ratio 6:1, then the ratio will same. So if 7 liter of water is added, then how much milk is to be added? 6 into 7. That means 42 liter. Then basically what you are adding are in the ratio 6:1, so it will remain that ratio constant. So if you go by this, that after 7 liter the ratio will change, and to compensate that you add milk, if you go by that way, then definitely it will take lot of time. Okay, so it is basically a very simple problem. You see carefully, if 7 liter of water is added and want to keep the same ratio, then simply in that ratio you add the milk. So answer will be 42 liter. That's all. Okay, now these are some practice problems for you. So you try to solve these problems, pausing the video, and see whether you can solve these problems within 1 minute or not. Okay, thank you.